I'm Missy Yost.
And I'm Darren Yost.
And we are the Yost team at eXp Realty, and this is Yost on the Coast. And today we're going to talk a little bit about tropical storms, hurricanes, and flood insurance. And I think this is a apropos time to do that because we are right in the middle of Tropical Storm Helene at the moment. And I think it's just a good idea just to go over it all in general. We do get a lot of questions regarding the tropical storms and flood insurance and hurricanes and all of that. So just to give you a little bit of general information, a tropical storm is usually a storm that's under 70 miles an hour, where a hurricane is going to be over 70 miles an hour with the wind speeds. Tropical storms are usually not that big of a deal. It's actually probably a bigger deal to hit a spring storm like up in the north, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would say definitely.
Yeah, but I don't want you to take that lightly and think that a tropical storm can mean nothing, because a tropical storm is a rain event, and so a lot of times you can get a ton of rain. Also with the hurricanes, there's different categories, a category 1, category 2. Now, we are more inland here, so we are in Jasper County, and that's, I don't know, about 30 minutes off of the coast. And to be honest, we don't seem to get as affected by these storms as if you live right on the water. So that's one thing to take into consideration. Like if you're living in Latitude Margaritaville Hilton Head, or if you're living in Sun City Hilton Head, and we live in Riverton Pointe, those areas do tend not to be hit as hard as the areas that are right on the marshes and the water. A lot of times with your hurricanes, it's more of a water event with the storm surges, and we really don't see that sort of thing here. So a lot of people will ask about the flood insurance and if flood insurance is required in the area and how much flood insurance is and that sort of thing. I think it's important to understand that flood insurance is usually something that is not mandatory. Most of the area is either in an X or a C zone, which means that it is optional to take out flood insurance. So mortgage companies won't require it if you're in an X or a C zone. We do have some B zones, which it's a good idea to have flood insurance if you're in a B zone, but a lot of times it's not required. The only ones that are required are A zones, and that's going to be like closer to, it'll be very low-lying areas. There's not really a whole lot of A zones in the area. We've been doing real estate for what, 10 years now?
10 years, yes.
And how many properties have we really sold that are in flood zones?
Very few.
Yeah, maybe a handful, if that. So if you do have to take out flood insurance, or not if you do have to take it out, but if you do decide to take out flood insurance just as that extra precautionary, it's usually, you can get it through FEMA, and it's usually right around, what, $500 a year or something like that. And a lot of people do take it out for peace of mind. For tropical storms and hurricanes, we just listen to the local weather and recommendations, and usually you can see right now we're in the middle of a tropical storm, and you can see we don't even have wind. We're out on our back porch right now.
We have a lot of rain, and that's going to come, but not flooding rain, that it's going to flood areas and things like that. Just a lot of rain. Now, also over in Beaufort County in the city, the water systems are a little bit older, so they are working on those to update those so they don't flood any down there in the inner city, because the water system, the system there is 100 years old. So there's a plan in place to get that all taken care of.
Yeah, and you also see that like in the Savannah areas where there's older areas. In the Bluffton area, Hardyville area, most of that has new infrastructure, and they really took it all into account when they built the area. When they did the infrastructure of the area. In fact, we just had that major rain event here where we got 30 inches of rain in 2 weeks, and there were very, very few areas that flooded. You will find some low-lying areas that tend to be flood prone, but you'll know that before you purchase the property.
Well, there's other places in Georgia as well. Richmond Hill's one. Depending on where you're at in Richmond Hill, the inner city and all that, it's not bad. But if you're out toward the marsh and everything, sometimes it is kind of flood a little bit out there.
Yeah. So just understand, your areas, and that's what Darren and I are here to help you with. I mean, we can help you understand your areas. We do tours of the area. We can answer any questions in the area. We do both listings and buyer agency. We can help you with any questions you have in the area. Consider us your one-stop resource for anything real estate or low country related. So Darren, do you have anything else you want to add?
No, that pretty much sums it up. Just a general information, a general video. As Missy said, reach out to us if you have any questions about anything, and we'll be help you to assist you as a resource.
Right, and I think when you live here, you don't take them as seriously as you probably should take them, just because we're used to living through them. After coming through from the Midwest, I can tell you without any hesitation, I would much rather live through a hurricane than a tornado, and I have been through both. So once again, I am Missy Yost with the Yost team.
And I am Darren Yost with the Yost team.
And we are here whenever you need us. Our contact information is below. Reach out. We are happy to help. Until next time, bye-bye.